Paramount TV are giving you the new show Scenario Week. I'm going to give you guys a bunch of scenarios on Paramount TV and on Optimus Views. I'll be doing not only on West Ham. Basically, it's football, and today's topic I'm going to talk to you is about Jesse Lingard and Declan Rice. Should they go to Man United or should they stay at West Ham? Currently, they both play at West Ham, but Jesse Lingard is on loan from Manchester United to West Ham United. Scenarios: West Ham could buy both Declan Rice and Jesse Lingard. 2. Manchester United might want to give us Declan Lingard, and we'll have to give them a Declan Rice. 3. Man United reject both of the offers, and then they get Lingard and we get Rice. Or 4. The worst case scenario for me is Manchester Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is to make the most dumbest mistake of his Man United managerial career, which is to buy Jesse Lingard. So bring Jesse Lingard back to Manchester United and bring Declan Rice, which I 100% don't see that happening. The thing is with Jesse Lingard and Declan Rice, they've got a good partnership, both at West Ham, both at England. You look at the penalty duo, the iconic moment where they both were arguing about the penalty against Sheffield United, which Rice won, the penalty over Leeds, which Lingard won. The thing is, what I'm trying to understand from a Man United point of view is that why would you want to buy Declan Rice and Jesse Lingard? I don't understand why. Would you want to bring back Jesse Lingard from West Ham United and buy Declan Rice? Because the thing is that if you look at Manchester United defenders, they've got 7 defenders. They've got Bruno Fernandes, they've got Mata, they've got Van der Beek, they've got Pogba. You look at their CDMs, they've got Matic, Fred, McTominay. That's 7 players. But if you add Jesse Lingard, that's 8. If you add Declan Rice, that's 9. I don't understand what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to thinking that, okay, we must get Declan Rice and Lingard. You've got too many midfielders, so I don't understand what I don't know what the Glazers are thinking. I don't know what the Man United fans are thinking of right now. I don't understand what, if Man United's gonna go a bit extreme and say, okay, we want to bring back Jesse Lingard because Jesse Lingard is playing good at West Ham United. But the thing is, with Manchester United fans, you've got to understand this here, is that if you use Lingard, it's like Sanchez. When you bought Sanchez, it's like Lukaku. Yeah, it's the problem with Manchester United is that you buy 9 midfielders. Yeah, you have 9 midfielders, and you don't use all of them. You look at Jesse Lingard. I want to show you Lingard's stat here. Lingard. So, yeah, he hasn't. Yeah, he hasn't made a debut. He hasn't played in Man United in first team. So if Lingard goes to Man United, then he's not gonna get game time because you've got Donny Van de Beek, you've got Bruno Fernandes, you've got Pogba, you've got, and like, you've got so many players that's gonna matter. That's not gonna get game time. If Lingard goes to Manchester United, then fine. I mean, like, it'll be an upsetting situation because Lingard's bringing us into the situation where we want to win matches. And this is what I don't get. This is something I'm trying to understand here. Lingard, Man United pays Lingard, tons of money, but he doesn't get game time. So instead of wasting your money on on players that you don't use, go on loan. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't a big fan of Jesse Lingard when he was at Man United. I wasn't a big fan of Jesse Lingard at Man United because he didn't do anything at Manchester United. Like, if you look at his Man United career, but this is actually sad, his top scoring goals for Manchester United was 13 and 17-18. And you look at his from 2011 to 2015, he has no goals for Man United. Whereas West Ham, 7 goals, 7 appearances and 5 goals. Total 5. He's been phenomenal. He's been at West Ham for since January, and he's been unstoppable. To end this whole scenario thing, we need Jesse Lingard more than Manchester United. So if I was Man United, if say Lanzini left for West Ham, we're not gonna get. If Lanzini and Lingard left, then we've got no CAMs. So Moyes has to think tactically and say, okay, do we really need Jesse Lingard? Yes, we do. Lanzini is a good player. It's thunderbolt against Spurs. The goals that he scored. He's bringing back to the situation where people recognise his talent. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did not recognise his talent. He's just a bench boy. Moyes recognised his talent when he was at Man United 12-13. So if I was Jesse Lingard, if I was Moyes, if I was the GSB owners, I would stay at West Ham United. From the Jesse Lingard, stay at West Ham United. It's a win-win situation for us. We get Lingard, we get Declan Rice. Man United doesn't get anything in the situation. I'm happy with that because we don't need to go and say, oh, Man United's not going to be like. Man United would be alright without Lingard. Just Lingard. But can we handle Lingard and Leviosa? He's not going to. If Lingard wants to stay at Man United, then that's a big problem for us. That is a massive problem. But if he actually thinks that he's gonna get game time at Manchester United, then he has to get again. United's not gonna give him game time. They're only using him. It's like one of those things where they say, "Oh, we're gonna get." They're gonna announce Jesse Lingard coming back to Man United. But he's not going to come back to Man United because They've, like, what? They've already got Van de Beek, Pogba, Bruno, Mata. So, like, if if you guys don't believe me, look at Jesse Lingard. Look at If you guys don't believe me, look, United's not gonna say, okay, we want we would want to get Jesse Lingard. But the thing is with Jesse Lingard is, like, he wants game time. Any professional player in football would want game time. And seeing managers pay their checks, but even though you playing them, United used to recognise his talent, but they're not using him properly. Jesse Lingard, they're not using him in a way that they can say, okay, you know what, we want to compete for Europe. Man United fans, Man United can say, okay, would you rather go to a team that's fighting for Europe? Well, we're fighting for Europe as well. So so we have to think, like, tactically. Do we want to sell Declan Rice? No, we want to keep Declan Rice. Declan Rice has been our young Mark Noble. He's the leader. Because Mark Noble leaves, who's gonna say for West? Who's gonna be the captain, the leader of West Ham? We've had plenty of players like Bobby Moore, Mark Noble. Declan Rice is the next Mark Noble. So if I was West Ham, I'll tell Manchester United that we want to keep Declan Rice. We want to sign Jesse Lingard. It's a win-win situation for us. Man United did. I don't know what they're going to do for their transfer signings, but if they want to battle with Jesse Lingard, then fine. But at the bottom line, we want Jesse Lingard and Declan Rice to stay at West Ham. So I don't really see the point of view of why Man United would want to re-sign Lingard if they're only using him. You could buy a player, but are you going to use him properly? You could sign it just depends. You can sign a player, but the main question is, are you going to use that player that much? Man United's best player is Bruno Fernandes. So is Jesse Lingard going to replace Bruno Fernandes? No. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not going to replace Bruno Fernandes for Lingard. If I was, even I wouldn't. But if it was Moyes would put Wingardium Leviosa into the West Ham team any day, any game of the week, any day. He'll put Lingard over anyone. He couldn't when he played against Man United because of the loan situation, but we've got what we wanted to fight for Europe. United's got a strong team. We want to get a strong team. So that's why I'm going to say West Ham keep Wingardium Leviosa and keep Declan Rice at West Ham. United can buy another CB, all I care at, because I don't know what their situation is right now in the transfer deadline, but that's the bottom line. We want to keep Declan Rice and Wingardium Leviosa to West Ham. And Man United, they could. They're not gonna cry about this situation. They're not gonna say, "Oh, it's not a mistake. It's not a mistake for us to think, okay, we're not gonna resign Jesse Lingard because I mean, would I if I was Lingard or Declan Rice, yeah. My question is, would I if okay fine the money wise they can pay me 1,000 grand a week, 100 grand a week, whatever the money situation is, yeah. But for me, it's am I gonna get game time? West Ham are likely to give game time to Declan Rice and Lingard than what Man United's gonna give game time to Declan Rice and Lingard. So it's a win-win situation for us. United's not gonna buy re-sign Lingard. We're gonna sign Lingard on permanent. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? That's what I ask. What could go wrong? We get Lingard and Rice. We fight for Europe. United's fighting for Europe. What could go wrong? We're both fighting for Europe. So bottom line is we get Lingard. We get Rice. We get Europa League or Champions League next season. Man United can go and buy someone else. Lastly, I want to talk to you guys about this Jarrod Bowen situation. I wanted to talk about Jarrod Bowen's situation. So this is what I'm getting told. So this is what I'm getting told. Jarrod Bowen, he was sending out this was like ages ago. So in 2012 he sent out a racist tweet. I can't say what the racist tweet is, but I'm not gonna say the word that was racist because that's offensive. He said that some random guy was pretending to be black. Then he said, please. Hashtag and please look. I'm not none of those typical West Ham fans say, oh, you know what, fine. I'm gonna agree with him. I'm not gonna say, you know what, fine. I'm gonna agree with him. You know what, he should still play for West Ham now. I don't care what the tweet was. I'm not that sort of person. What I'm trying to say, it was unacceptable for Jarrod Bowen to send that tweet out at 2012. It was unacceptable because he was 15 at the time. At that time, you should have known that no, it's not all right to send out a racist tweet. Once he sent out a tweet, an email, an Instagram DM, or anything else, and the black person sees it, he's not gonna. You can't delete it. So whatever the punishment Bowen is gonna get for sending out that racist tweet, he could get a game ban. He could get a fined. He can get so many things. But whatever the punishment is for Bowen, I'm gonna agree on that punishment because what they done was the right thing to do to punish Bowen for sending out that tweet. Because I have no sympathy for Bowen for what he did. I can't tell you guys and say, okay, you know what? It's not his fault that he sent that racist tweet. I think it was stupid for him to send out that tweet. I think no matter what situation you are in that time of Bowen, like you could be drunk, you could be actually he could be in his school. He could be in that age he would be at school, Jared Bowen. So if I was Bowen, yes, fine, he apologized. But the thing is, what annoys me the most about racism is that we show messages saying no to racism. We show speeches. We tell people not to be racist, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine supporting the no to racism campaign. I'm fine to support the kick it out racism. I'm fine to say Black Lives Matter. I'm fine to go on my knees, put my hand up, and fight for the cause. But what annoys me is that we do this cause here to end racism. We do these things to to inform people to not be racist to other people, but then you have idiots like racist people is against a specific religion or skin color. That's what annoys me. Racism still continues, and that's what annoys me as a football fan, as a human. It's just if you say anything that's racist, you have to face the consequences, because that what you said, Jared Bowen, that was unacceptable, because we do this whole Black Lives Matter, but the thing is, Bowen, it's like you do the Black Lives Matter, you do the hands up, and then one knee down, but then you show your true colours by being racist. It's unacceptable, Bowen. I'm sorry, but it's unacceptable. Like, I was accused of being racist, and I had to get punished at school because I was accused of being racist. You have to face your consequences. You can apologize, you can say these things, but it's not going to change the fact that you sent out a tweet in 2012 when you were 15 years old saying the N-word. Because any racist comments around the world, anyone who makes fun of someone because of who they are, that's unacceptable. What happened with that Rangers versus Slavia Prague thing? Again, it was unacceptable for the Slavia Prague player to be racist. To actually come out to Kamara, the Rangers player, and say that N-word in front of him, that's unacceptable. Bowen, you can't, yes, fine, apologize for what you did, but it's gonna take a long time for people to forgive you. It's gonna take you years. I'll still support you. I'll still be a massive fan of you playing football. I'll still be that fan and celebrate when you score. But I'm not gonna be another fan of what you did in football, but I'm a fan of the way you play football, if you get what I mean. Thanks guys for watching this episode of Scenario. I will go back to Optimist Views and do a similar video on this. The topic that I'm going to do on Optimist Views is on tomorrow. is like the scenario question is who should be in England's squad when it comes to the World Cup qualifiers. I will do that tomorrow. I will do that tomorrow for I will do that tomorrow for I've got an idea of who to pick, and again, this is not. I'm not going to be biased. Declan Rice, Dawson, and Chris Walsh-Joyner. I think I have to be unbiased on this. And the last thing is the only rule that I'm going to say is that they have to be clear enough to play football. Like they have to be fit. So I can't say Jack Grealish should be in the England squad or Gomez should be in the England squad. But the question is that are they fit enough to play in the World Cup? If they are, then that's fine. If they're not, then I can't pick them. What I can say is peace. I'm out. Come on, you Irons.